Hey y'all, so this is my Atlanta review. This is episode 17. The finale is next week, thank God. Let's just get into the episode. So we left off last week and they're at Candy's new restaurant, Blaze, and Marlo just sits down and we know the tension between her and Portia. So as they all get up to go into the main dining room, it looked like no one drank those drinks, right? Anywho, they sit down at the table and Marlo apologizes to the table for her behavior in New Orleans and Portia pays her dust. So King is at the table and she asks Candy, can she speak to her on the side for a bit? So they go away from the other ladies and King is telling her that Mark is in town. And their baby Brooklyn's birthday is tomorrow and they're going to be seeing each other. And then the following day, they're going to court with each other about custody, I guess. But for some reason, she hasn't filed for divorce yet. And Candy, as well as all of us, are confused as to girl, this man clearly does not want to be with you. Y'all have been separated for over a year, not even including the pandemic. So why are you trying to hold on? And she says that her and Mark have not tried everything yet. And it looks like Mark is checked out. It really does. And it's just the juxtaposition of how Kenya is with the other ladies, all this rah-rah and messy and, is with the bullshit. But when it comes to Mark, it's like, who is she? This is this meek woman who's afraid to be alone. I don't know. She says she's afraid of the future, but clearly this man is treating you terribly. And however I feel about Kenya, she does not deserve to be embarrassed any further by this man. So then she politely tells Candy, she would like to stay, but she just needs to handle some things, and Candy's fine with it. So then we see Kenya leave, and of course Shady Production zooms in on that ass of hers. Because, oof. I mean, I just wish she gets it corrected or gets it shapen to where it just doesn't look so odd. So we're back at the dinner table, and then we see Nora trying to get her a little piece of Ralph, Drew's husband. And you know what? If I didn't know Ralph, I totally get it, Nora. So the food comes out to the table, and I gotta say that fried lobster looks good. I love me a fried lobster, as long as it's seasoned. That rice though, which was supposed to be jambalaya, and I'm from New Orleans, I wouldn't trust it. I would probably get the lobster by itself. And since I don't eat crab, I would probably get the lobster with the garlic noodles. I'm sorry, I'm hungry right now. But anywho, the food looks decent, and when I go to ATL during Memorial Day weekend, I'm gonna try it out. So Marlo brings up New Orleans again at the table, and she was saying how she texts Portia to apologize. And then Portia pipes up, it's like, yeah, I got your text message or whatever, how's your back? I smell a stunt coming up. Marlo says, yeah, my back, it's feeling better. I'm wearing a little wrap right now. He's like, yeah, you said your nephews jumped on your back, right? And then Marlo says, yeah. And then, I got to get my lipo. And then Shamia pops up and says, but I thought you already had lipo. So now it looks like they're trying to catch Marlo into a lie because she's saying that, oh, well, no, I had lipo twice. And then, well, did you have the lipo before or after he jumped on your back? And she was like, after. So they're trying to say that she got lipo before the trip, basically. And it's funny because Portia was paying Marlo dust the entire evening, but then definitely talks to her when she's trying to catch her in a lie. And I mean, I get it because Marlo's the one saying, oh, well, I can't be your friend if you're going to tell me lies. And, you're trying to catch her in this lie. So I get it. And like Portia, I'm petty. And Shamia with the alley-oop, she's like, oh, you had the lipo before the trip. Marlo said, no, I didn't. Yes, she did. My friend told me that she went to the doctor. I'm telling you, in Fulton County, your business is everybody's business. Oh my goodness. I don't think Marlo heard that comment. Let me see your stomach without the cuts then. I definitely think she didn't hear that. Or else it would have been probably a scene. But yeah, Marlo sticks to her guns and say, she didn't have lipo. So it's basically he said, she said. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure why Shamia is inserting herself in this, but Marlo did the same thing with inserting herself into Kenya and Portia's beef. So it is what it is. Now, why Marlo trying to get everybody in the conversation? First, she tried to get Big Freedia to have an opinion on the situation. Now she's trying to get Aunt Nora's opinion on it. Portia's just like, can we just stop talking about this? So then Marlo whispers to Candy, I could go below the belt right now because I know you heard what happened. And then producers rewind to when they were mic'd, I guess, and we see Candy saying that she knows what happened. But it's weird that Marlo is using that as like her trump card or whatever if Portia comes after her. You know how many things you can use against Marlo? There's the hand-me-down fashions, there's the part of sounding like John Amos, there's the mug shots, pick one. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal that Marlo got lipo, and it's also not a big deal that Portia banged the stripper. That's why this season is so tiring. Like, who cares? Like, where is the real drama? Like how on Jersey Teresa went to jail, or like how Jen Shaw got arrested, or Erica Jane is facing some real charges. That is some tea that we want to hear. That is something to be ashamed about, actually. But getting lipo, having fun at a bachelorette party, who cares? So next scene we're with Kenya, and she's on a Zoom call with her plastic surgery regarding her titties. Like, her titties look like pretty huge, and it looks like she wants to get them a little smaller or a little bit more perkier. I wonder why she's so open about getting her breasts done, but her getting her butt done, that is top secret. Top secret. So after this awkward scene, we get to a pointless scene with Cynthia and Mike weighing themselves. Seriously, that was the scene. So after that, we get to Ralph and Drew's place, and they're in the gym, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, and then we get to them in the kitchen, and she's talking about who's going to perform her baby's baptism because the Prophet Lot person can't do it anymore. And it's because of LaToya, surprisingly. So LaToya's hooking up with Prophet Lot, and we see a picture of Prophet Lot, and he looked like one of them shiesty men of the church. Let's just say that. Like a Jamal Bryant. And she's saying that because of this situation, Prophet Lot has some other stuff going on. I'm guessing a baby mama. It would be really awkward for him to continue doing the baby's baptism. Now, she's blaming LaToya for this, but we'll get to that later on in the episode. Next scene, we are at Cynthia and Portia's Black-owned business pop-up. This is basically the exact same scenario that Phaedra did in season 9 when all the other housewives was promoting their businesses or whatever. Now, I'm all for this cause, but what small black businesses are we seeing right now? Because all I'm seeing is the housewives' particular businesses right now. All right, Portia with this look, okay. Came in with the fur and this dress. This is a look. Now, I appreciate that everyone has masks on, but this is a whole different Atlanta that I'm seeing than the one I saw on social media last summer. Because it looked like nobody was wearing masks. So I love how they're presenting this image of how Atlanta allegedly was. So as the event's going on, we see Drew telling Candy as well as Cynthia about her whole baby blessings thing being canceled because of LaToya. She's apparently dating the Prophet, and it's drama because the Prophet had a fiance as well as a child. But still, Drew, what does that have to do, with you? Like he can't do it? Why? I didn't get that. And y'all know I don't see it for LaToya at all, but I'm trying to be fair. And Drew, you being messy right now. And now LaToya enters the event. Oh, I forgot to mention that Drew also told Candy the reason why she didn't go to the tasting is because she knew that Drew knew her tea. So then, of course, Candy comes over by LaToya and starts telling her what Drew told her. Like 5 minutes ago. I heard you got a new boyfriend. Candy is the new bone collector. And now we're at Cynthia's Bailey bar. We have all the ladies lined up so they can talk to each other. I just realized everyone is here except Kenya. That's why I'm not as annoyed as I am right now. Wow, these ladies have these masks on. Like, they are not taking it off. Like, you think that they take those masks off, it is like toxic air in the room. Lord, it's so funny how the business be getting out. So Cynthia brings up Blaze's Steakhouse. Then Portia tells Latoya, oh, we missed you there. And then Candy goes in and is like, oh, Drew said you missed it because of this reason. And now the confrontation. So Drew says in front of all the ladies that she got a call from Prophet Lot that she was upset that she found out that they were dating. Latoya doesn't really want to own the fact that she's seeing the Prophet. I'm pretty sure they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but she probably smashing them. But then Drew is like, well, I just hope you know that lives are being affected because of this. What, girl? Are you serious? And Drew is saying that, yeah, he had a fiance he broke up with and a kid. And I guess trying to blame her. And Latoya basically is just telling her to shut up if you don't know what's going on. Oh my God, where are the subtitles? It's so hard to like understand these ladies with the mask on. It's like womp, 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 womp. Shit. I don't have to worry about this with Jersey. They don't even wear a mask on there. Ooh, child, not a spirit of Delilah. Not even Jezebel, a spirit of Delilah. Now, I haven't even heard of Delilah before. Apparently, it's a woman that projects her sexuality onto others. I don't know. I mean, isn't that a Jezebel? I don't know. Church people, let me know in the comments. Drew is saying that the Prophet had to pull out because of all the drama he's going through with his baby mama and Latoya is bringing. Now, I love you, Drew, but you need to put some blame on Prophet Lot too. It takes two to tango, I thought. So you should equally blame the Prophet as much as you're blaming Latoya. And listen to me, I am actually defending Latoya. Drew, Drew, why are you making me do this? I gotta be fair, and you're doing too much. This is 20 on 10. Okay, with Candy making sense. I mean, she loved hearing people business and then commenting on it. I can't wait till we get into Candy's business. But yeah, I agree with her that, you know, they really giving Latoya too much. And Drew, I get that you can't stand her, but this ain't the way to go about it. At least give Latoya enough rope to hang herself, you know, because she was doing that fine this whole season, being an asshole to everybody. And it's funny because it's actually mirroring Kenya going after Portia, because what Portia did has nothing to do with Kenya. Wow, you are preying on the prophets. Ooh, I love that double entendre though. Yeah, you're preying on the prophets. You playing with my family. Wow, Drew, you're doing too much. You are doing too much. It's so funny seeing them go back and forth and they gotta keep adjusting their mask every 2 seconds. So Latoya is tired of this back and forth, so she excuses herself from the table and leaves. So next scene, we find out that Kenya got her breast reduction, and Cynthia's trying to get her to invite all the people she's cool with to do like a little titty reveal. And then we get a little montage where all the ladies are doing, and finally we are at Kenya's ditch, and we see all the ladies that she's cool with pulling up. So I'm guessing the women that's gonna be in this scene is Kenya, Cynthia, Marlo, Candy, and Latoya. Ugh, God. Marlo pulling up in this black Rolls Royce. Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing. I was gonna say, is this rented? But you know, you work, Marlo, work. Apparently this is Marlo's first time in Kenya's place because they've been beefing for 4 years. And Kenya is happy that, you know, they have a full circle moment now. We'll see how long this lasts though. And of course we were reminded that Kenya is a terrible host. I mean, she has no food prepared for anybody, no mixers for the liquor, and all she has is like maybe wine for the ladies. Oh my God, I did not hear that part when I watched this the first time. Marlon on confessional said, you need to get an EBT card or something. Everybody could get them during COVID. Like, how you get your guests to get the food when you're hosting? Oh my God. And nobody's saying nothing. I'm confused because she got a breast reduction. Of course, wouldn't she want to show them off, especially if this is like a titty reveal? But what she's wearing right now is just like a couture sack right now, which doesn't really show anything. So you really can't even tell the difference. Cynthia, do you really not know what motorboating is? Really? Next. So now the ladies are asking Kenya, oh, well, how was it seeing Mark, for Brooklyn's birthday? And, she's being all coy. And I'm just like, this man don't want you. Why are you still after him? She's now saying that, oh, now he wants to do counseling in person. He wants to come to ATL more often. BS. I could smell that through the TV. Kenya does joke though, saying that life being single isn't so bad as she's checking her DMs. And I gotta say, like, Kenya it's not like she's not desirable. I mean, until you find out her personality, but personality aside, just looking at her, I mean, she's a desirable looking woman. Like, I'm not really sure like why she doesn't attract a man that actually is into her. So then we have the messy moment where the ladies are catching up Kenya of all what happened at the pop-up shop. They're talking about the drama between Drew and LaToya. So of course Kenya's on her girl's side. And she's saying that Drew needs to get off her high horse because I've seen her, and here we go with the slut shaming again. I've seen her bent over on the table with Bolo, getting banged out at a bachelorette party. Okay, because your legs were wide too. Like, these ladies keep throwing stones in glass houses. So now as they're having this conversation, LaToya actually FaceTimes the Prophet in front of all the ladies. So she has Prophet Lot on the line, and just looking at him, he looks like one of them shiesty ATL preachers or whatever you want to call it, prophet. So she's asking him, were you supposed to be baptizing her child? And he was like, yes, but then some confusion happened when they said that I was spiritually guiding you, then they didn't want me to anymore. It's funny how a little coochie will just make him say anything that she wants him to. I'm sure that she texted him ahead of time and said, oh, well, I'm gonna call you on FaceTime. I don't think she just like randomly hit him up. And it looks like he loves the attention and being on camera right now. Like, they are passing the phone around. Why is Candy taking the phone and interviewing him? I don't get that. So allegedly, he's just advising her. There's no intimacy going on. He's just advising her. Okay. Now, I'm still, on LaToya's side on this, that she has nothing to do with this, and Drew shouldn't be angry. But girl, you smashing the Prophet. You trying to like shame people for smashing Bolo, you smashing the Prophet too, girl. I'm holding everybody accountable. So yeah, my allegiance is to no one on this show, and I'm trying not to be biased. Also, the Prophet says he has not been engaged, and if he was, it was 3 years ago. So it looks like the tea Drew got was incorrect. And to the viewers, it looks like LaToya is vindicated. They are having a kiki with this. They really are. And now LaToya's being extra messy by asking the Prophet, did he know where Ralph went when he went to Florida? Oh, so now that Cynthia and Candy, got their mess that they wanted, it was like, oh, we're going too far now. Make sure you hang up with them. That's what I don't like. Cynthia and Candy know what they're doing. They just like to, they don't want the blood on their hands. Like, they want to be in the mess, but they don't want to be too dirty. Cynthia asks, well, prophets don't lie, do they? Well, maybe when Coochie's involved. And that's where the episode ends. Thank God the season finale is next week. I'm ready for the reunion. Maybe that'll be something a little bit more interesting. With Drew versus LaToya, Drew, I'm still on your side because collectively the whole season, LaToya has been an asshole and I don't want her back on this show. But you should just let LaToya make an ass of herself because this whole season, she has been doing that. This episode was okay. It seemed like filler too. So Married to Medicine, expect that on Tuesday. And oh my God, did y'all see the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer? May 19th, and of course I'm going to be reviewing that. That is like the supreme of the franchises for me. Anywho, like, comment, subscribe, share, you know the deal. I'll see y'all for the next video. Bye.